Hello everyone! Good afternoon. We are Davidson de Almeida Fagundes, Luísa Marisa Amador de Souza, and Mara Luísa de Almeida Santos from Biological Sciences, and we are going to introduce you to this written work, Observer Readers in Morphology and Lexicon. We chose a scientific test called a giant frog fossil from Madagascar, dubbed Beelzebufo or the frog from hell, has been identified by scientists from UCL, the University College London, and Stony Brook University, New York. The discovery of the 70 million year old fossil frog of a kind of stock unique to South America lends way to a new theory that Madagascar, India, and South America were linked until late in the age of dinosaurs. A team of researchers led by Stony Brook University paleontologist David Cross has discovered the remains in Madagascar of what may be the largest frog ever to exist. The ancient frog, scientifically named Beelzebufo or Devil frog, links a group of frogs that lived 65 to 70 million years ago with frogs living today in South America. The discovery of the voracious predatory fossil frog, reported in the journal Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, is significant in that it may provide direct evidence of a one-time land connection between Madagascar, the largest island of Africa's southeast coast, and South America. Beelzebufo appears to be a very close relative of a group of South American frogs known as ceratrophines, or Pac-Man frogs, because of their immense mouths.
So we read the article about the frogs of hell and looked for student contents, word formation, lexical units, lexical relations, grammatical topics, and figure of speeches. In the suffix, we find the words discovery, horned, and slightly. The word discovery is formed by the verb discover more suffix y, transforming a verb in a noun. The word horn is formed by the noun horn more suffix ed, transforming a noun in adjective. And the word slyly is formed by the adjective sly more suffix ly, transforming adjective in adverb. In the prefixation, we find the words subcontinent, irrelated, and supercontinent. The word subcontinent is formed by prefix sub more the word continent, changing the sense of adjective. The word related is formed by prefix one more the words related more suffix ed, changing the class of adjective. And the word supercontinent is formed by prefix super more the word continent, changing the class of adjective. A word that has a suffix and prefix is the word biogeographically, where we can find two prefixes, bio and geo, more the adjective graphical, more suffix ly. In acronyms, we have as acronyms PNIS and NSF. PNIS means Proceeding of the National Academy of Science, and NSF, National Science Foundation.
In juxtaposition, we have in the first example the junction of two words. The adverb along plus the noun side became a preposition alongside, In the second example, we have the junction of the noun philo plus the noun gene plus the suffix tic became a noun phylogenetic. The third example, we have the noun beach plus the noun ball became a noun beach ball. The fourth example, we have the noun meat plus the verb eat plus the suffix ing became meat eaten, that it's a noun, meat eaten. And for the last example, we have the noun half plus the noun way became the verb halfway. For the borrowing, we have three examples. The first example is ceratophrenies. That's a word derivative from Latin. The word cerato meaning wax, alluding to the wax glands found in frog skins. And this class of word is used in biology to name species that we study or we describe. And the second word became to Japanese idiom of the term paku paku, that mean people that open and close their mouth. I don't know why, but have this mean. And for the last example, we have the word Cretaceous, is a word derived from Latin too, and the word creta, which means grind of chalk, to name a viscous rock or limestone formed by shells of microorganisms, where the Cretaceous stocks were the first time. This word is used in biology to name periods of time, the story of life, or the story of evolution of the world, associated to the life story. Now we go into talking about lexical units. Let's begin with synonyms. We found three synonyms in our text, and beginning with big, that is a synonym for large. Linked, that it's a synonym for connected, and between, that is a synonym for among. And for antonyms, we found three too, that are one related, and that is a synonym to related. Antonymy to related. Disassembled, that is a antonym for assembled. And formidable, that is antonymy for unformidable. For eponymy, we have just one example that we found, and it's frog and ceratophrenies. We have the group frog, the bigger group frog, and inside this group we have the family Ceratophrines, that it's a group of frogs inside the group frog. And now we're going to talk about grammar topics. For grammar topics, we have the modal auxiliary verbs, and we found just three examples. The first example is the modal auxiliary verb would, and the sentence is: this frog, a relative of today's horned toads, would have been the size of a slightly squashed beach ball. And the auxiliary verb would give the sense of condition in the sentence, have the sense of condition. In the second example, we have again the auxiliary verb would, and the sentence is: its diet would most likely have consisted of insects, and the sentence continue, but it's just this part just is just fine. And the auxiliary verb would in the second example give the sense of possibility by diet of this frog. And for the last example, we have the auxiliary verb might, and in the sentence, it's not impossible that Beelzebub might even have munched of hatchling of juvenile dinosaurs, and given the sense of possibility too, but remote possibility, vast possibility, something harder than the last possibility that a frog really eat a dinosaur, but it's a possibility.
Now we'll show you the figures of speech that we find. It was difficult to find them because it's a scientific test and the language is more direct. The occurrence of this frog in Madagascar and its relatives existing in South America provides strong evidence that the supercontinent Gondwana disassembled during the latest part of Cretaceous, said Richard Lane. In this context, the word disassembled gives a figurative sense to the continental drift, as if the continent had taken apart like a puzzle. So it's a metaphor. Its diet would most likely have consisted of insects and small vertebrates like lizards. But it's not impossible that Beelzebub might have munched on hatchling or juvenile dinosaurs. In this sentence, we can visualize a direct comparison with the word like, so it's a simile. A giant frog fossil from Madagascar, dubbed the Beelzebub or the frog from hell, has been identified by scientists. In this case, Beelzebub is a personification of the demon Beelzebub to the frog, due to the fact that it has horns and it's not so beautiful. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoy it.